My name is Anika Balkis and I'll be presenting about the introduction of Kuwait. Kuwait is a constitutional monarchy on the tip of the Persian Gulf, boasts a high-income economy according to the World Bank. With a population of approximately 4.5 million residing in an area roughly the size of a New Jersey, Kuwait's GDP reached approximately $133 billion in 2022, primarily driven by its hydrocarbon, oil and gas sector, which contributes roughly half of the GDP. The service sector is another major contributor, accounting for around 40%, while manufacturing and construction sector combined contribute around 10%. Despite its high income status, Kuwait faces some challenges. While Kuwait itself isn't facing major humanitarian crisis, it generously contributes aid to the region. Politically, the country is relatively stable compared to its neighbors, although occasional tensions arise between the government and parliament. Poverty rates in Kuwait are low by global standards, but there are concerns about income inequality and the country's dependence on oil, a single resources.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Hurul Aini binti Kamar Ruhaimi. I'm gonna presenting about the type of causes of unemployment and inflation. From 2021 to 2023, Kuwait faced various challenges that impact unemployment and inflation. The first one, unemployment, COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic causes significant economic disruption globally, including in Kuwait. Lockdowns and restrictions lead to business closure and reduction in economic activity, resulting in job losses. Number 2, oil price volatility. As an oil-dependent economy, Kuwait's job market is heavily influenced by oil price. The fluctuating oil price during this period affected government revenues and spending, impacting public sector employment and investment in infrastructure and development projects that generate jobs. The last one, workforce nationalizations policy. Kuwait has been implementing policies to reduce dependence on foreign labor by encouraging the employment of Kuwait nationals. While this aims to reduce unemployment among citizens, it has also led to the job displacement for expatriates and adjustment in the labor market. So let's move to inflation. So the first one, supply chain disruptions. Global supply chain issue by the COVID-19 pandemic causes shortage of goods and materials. This leads to increased costs for imports, which are significant for a country like Kuwait that relies heavily on imported goods. Number 2, global energy price. The volatility in global oil and gas price significantly impact Kuwait. Higher energy costs translate into higher price for goods and service domestically. And the third one, fiscal and monetary policy. In response to the pandemic, many countries, including Kuwait, implemented fiscal stimulus and monetary easing to support the economy. This measure increased the money supply, contributing to inflationary pressure. And the last one, Ukraine-Russia conflict. The conflict led to spike in global energy and food price. Given Kuwait's reliance on imports, this global price increase directly affected local inflation.
Hello, my name is Ahnaf Umar bin Muhammad Ridwan. So let's go to the data analysis part, which is the unemployment and inflation rate. So for the unemployment rates in Kuwait, as a small yet wealthy Gulf country, Kuwait relies heavily on its vast oil reserve, which form the core of its GDP, government revenues, and export. However, this dependency brings challenges such as inflation and unemployment, crucial to its economic stability and growth. Kuwait has maintained relatively low unemployment rates in recent years. In 2021, the rate was 2.94%, dropping to 2.2% in 2022, and further to 2.12% in 2023. These figures may seem favorable globally, but obscure deeper issues within the labour market. A significant portion of Kuwait's workforce comprise expatriates, which help keep unemployment low but complicates integrating Kuwait citizens into the job market. Many Kuwaits prefer secure, well-paying public sector jobs, straining the government's budget and reducing private sector appeal. Youth unemployment is particularly challenging, with many young Kuwaits facing difficulties due to skill mismatch and a strong preference for government roles.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Amirul Firdah bin Ismail. So let's proceed to inflation rate in Kuwait. In recent year, the inflation rate in Kuwait has shown moderate fluctuation, with figures recorded at 3.42% in 2021, 3.98% in 2022, and 3.64% in 2023. These inflation trends are influenced by several key factors, including change in global oil price, significant level of imports, and varying food prices. Kuwait's heavy reliance on imports make it particularly sensitive to global inflation and exchange rate fluctuation. Although government subsidy on fuel, electricity, and water help to curb inflation, they also place a strain on public finances and can distort market dynamics. Additionally, the volatility of oil prices contributes to economic instability, impacting both inflation and unemployment rates, which are crucial for the country's national revenue. In addition, the Kuwait government has been working on economic reforms to diversify the economy and reduce its dependency on oil revenues. So these efforts aim to create a more stable economic environment, which also can help mitigate the impact of inflation and unemployment of the nation's finances.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alia Shara binti Azmi and I will talk about recommendation to reduce inflation in Kuwait. The first recommendation is monetary policy adjustment. In order to maintain sustainable economic growth, central banks strive to maintain inflation within a target range that they determine is suitable for modifying the money supply or interest rate. Next, exchange rate policies. There is two exchange rate policies, which is fixed exchange rate and also floating exchange rate. Fixed exchange rate, the central bank directly gets involved in the foreign currency market to buy or sell currency in order to preserve this fix. For floating exchange rate, central bank may step in to prevent sharp movement or to accomplish particular policy objective. Next, public awareness and communication. There are three important roles into spreading the public awareness and communication, which is Central Bank of Kuwait and other government organisation to spread the educational campaign on online presence and social media. Next, I will talk about recommendation to reduce unemployment in Kuwait. The first recommendation is education and skill development. It can raise the standard of higher education to generate graduates with modern knowledge and abilities applicable to the contemporary workplace. Next, we can support SME. SME is small medium enterprise which are essential to the generation of jobs economic expansion and reduction of poverty. They support productivity growth, innovation, and the ability to deal with changes that impact the economy. Lastly, labour market policy. In order to satisfy the demand of a diverse staff and promote recruiting, the organisation can implement rules that allow flexible work arrangement like temporary contracts, telecommuting choice, and part-time work. In conclusion, both internal and external factors influence Kuwait inflation and unemployment relationship. Government price limit and subsidies for necessity like food and fuel help to control inflation. Nevertheless, this action may also cause financial burden and market distortion. Kuwait's labour market is distinguished by a sizable expatriate worker in terms of unemployment. Kuwaiti nationals have greater unemployment rates than foreigners, in part because they choose work in the public sector, which pay more and has better benefit. Kuwait has the potential to improve the welfare of its people by pursuing a more durable and balanced economy with stable inflation and low unemployment. So, that's all from us. Thank you.